Very good morning, my dear students. Welcome to 8th Standard Science online class. Dear children, I hope you all are fine by staying in your home. So, must be follow the COVID 19 rules and regulations to avoid the spreading of COVID 19. Dear children, as we know that in our day to day life, we will be wear so many different kinds of clothes, dress materials, and so on, right? So varieties of dress materials and different brands of dresses that we are wearing in our day-to-day life. Is it right? Do you know how these are all will be extracted? How it will be formed? And apart from that, in our day-to-day life, some of the things that we are using in our day-to-day life that is very essential. The best example is plastic. So this plastic is very helpful to us, and apart from that it also will be causes harmful nature also. Okay, so later we will be discuss about the plastics. So coming to the cloths, so we will be wear the different varieties of cloths in our day-to-day life and your daily life. So for example, when we are going to function, we will be wear the silk sarees and traditional dresses, modern dresses, like that we will be wear different varieties of cloths, right? So do you know how this will be extracted? Yes, this will be extracted by the help of some plant fibers only, plant materials and as well as animal materials. Apart from this, that material that will be whatever the cloth that is manufactured by using chemicals also. So for example, rayon, polyester, these are all the good example for chemical cloths. Is it right? So how these are all the process will be extracted, and what are the importance, how the formation will be takes place here. So these are all the concepts we are going to discuss in the lesson synthetic fibers and plastics. So here in this lesson we are going to discuss about types of fibers, monomers, polymers, polymerization. Polymers may be a natural or synthetic fibers, and then plastic products. These are the concepts that we are going to discuss in the lesson synthetic fibers and plastics. So coming to the first point, so what do you mean by fibers and how many types of the fibers are there? Do you have any idea? Yes. So let us discuss that. So one by one. Dear children, apart from that, the synthetic fibers, so that is rayon, nylon, polyester, acrylic, spandex. So these are all the best examples for synthetic fibers. I hope you already know these are all the concepts. Yes. Now let us discuss completely one by one. So fibers. What do you mean by fibers? Do you hear? I think this you hear this term also, right? So I hope you just remembering in a previous standard when you are in a seventh, we are discussing this fibers and fabrics. Is it right? So could you remember this? As children, so there are the two types of the fibers are there. So that is natural fibers and synthetic fibers. How many types of the fibers are there? There are the two types of the fibers, that is natural fibers and synthetic fibers. Understood? So here, so what is the difference between natural and synthetic fibers? Listen carefully. The natural fibers come from the natural sources like plants and animals. Is it right? So that natural fibers that will be comes from natural sources. What are the natural sources? So plants and animals are the basic natural sources for the extraction of natural fibers. Could you able to give the example for the natural fibers? Yes, cotton, jute, then silk. Listen to it. These are all the best example for natural fibers. So, coming to the next one, that is synthetic fibers. So, what do you mean by synthetic fibers? Yes, so it has another name also, dear children. So, synthetic fibers is also called as man-made fibers. Why this will be man-made fiber? Because the synthetic fibers that will be extracted in industries by the help of human activities only. So that's why only the synthetic fibers is also called as man-made fibers. So synthetic fibers are man-made fibers. Synthetic fibers are made up of different chemicals. So apart from the man human beings activity, the synthetic fibers that is extracted by the help of or by using chemicals only. Hence, each kind of the synthetic fiber have their own properties. For example, if you take the rayon, so that rayon will be has its own chemical property. The rayon cloth also has its own property. So if you take the polyester, that a polyester cloth is also has its own property. Later we will be discuss their properties. Understand? So each synthetic fiber, whatever we are using, like rayon, polyester, so each and every synthetic fiber, synthetic cloth has its own properties. Has its own properties. Okay, so synthetic fibers are more in length and long lasting. The only limitation in synthetic fiber is that they are poor absorption of moisture and they has a possibility to catching of fire very quickly. So it is a synthetic fibers, it is in a long term cloths, long term usage cloths. Understand? And then but one of the drawback of the synthetic fiber is these synthetic fibers catches the fire very quick, and apart from that it cannot absorb any moisture whatever that is released in our body. So these are all the major drawbacks of synthetic fibers. Hope you understand. So if you come to the natural fibers, the moisture that is absorbed, and then these natural fibers also catches the fire, but it will be takes some time to spread the fire across entire the body. But if you come to the synthetic fibers, these synthetic cloths will be directly attaches to our skin when the catches fire will be catches, or when any suddenly any fire accident will be happen. So this synthetic fiber directly catches the fire, and this synthetic fiber will be attaches that cloth, synthetic cloth, to our body. So that's why this is one of the major drawback of synthetic fibers. Hope you understand, children. So next we are move on to the next concept. So that is monomers and polymers. What do you mean by monomer? And what do you mean by polymer? See here, so monomer and polymer is nothing but the substances are made of units. So a substance having a single unit structure forming its particle, that is we call it as monomer. So a certain, which means monomer is nothing but the thing that will be having only one kind of a cloth only. So that we can say that is a monomer. So polymer means nothing but many. The word will be poly indicates many. So here in a certain substances, thousands of units join together to form a large unit. This is what we call it as polymer. So polymer is nothing but many. Hope you understand. So the polymer is made up of many repeating units. So many repeating units that polymer will be made up of. So here the process of joining together of monomers. So monomer is nothing but a single kind of a thread. Understand? So only one kind of a thing or the one unit of structure that will be called it as monomer. For example, completely that is a cotton. The cotton product, complete pure cotton product, that we can say that monomer. which means anything, any material that will be having only one kind of a unit structure or having single unit, that is what we call it as monomer. If it is a poly means that word it will be indicates two. So polymer means nothing but many. So here the process of polymerization or the polymers that will be takes place because of the process of joining together the monomers to form a polymer. This process what we call it as polymerization. This process what we call it as polymerization. I hope you understand these monomers and polymers. So this is a very important, children must be watch this video again and again and understand the concept, the difference between polymers and as well as monomers. Hope you understand. So in the next class we are going to discuss about the more information regarding the synthetic fibers and plastic. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day.